They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's King. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the... Got enough space. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most...
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Under fire! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Law.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gibson on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Fights off the defender. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's King. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat next to him.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys in.
Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have have to worry about these running backs in the running game. They had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. Finds a crease at the 20. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. On the move. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kentucky, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for a gap. It's Powell. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. Gives it on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll try to tack on one more.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech, 24, Kentucky.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Powell. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pulls it in. It's Rutherford.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's King. Makes the grab, it's Rutherford. They convert on 3rd down as he gets gets it to the 46-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period. Turning it on! A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the returner is stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quick release by the QB.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to throw, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll send the back in motion. He's in open space downfield. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Defense calls a timeout to put together his strategy. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got him. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this